所以我认为说这个已经把这个课题政治化，而且不要以为我们需要132间，给我们6间就足够。我看这个是贬低我们华社，主要是当做华社是政治气概。我要强调，不要当华社是政治气概，我们要的是获得公平对待，那个才是重要的。第二点，我们要问，为什么到现在还不要公布新建6间华小而搬迁13间华小？政府不要公布说全部是由政府资助，因为我们所知道，好像在马六甲招报华小，也是一个从另外一个地点搬迁，再来在个大马美利加，在这个马六甲开销500万，政府出几多？5万块罢了，18仙啊，500万出5万，18仙。我们要问，如果是你现在公布说批准6间新华小，13间搬迁，啊，13间华小被搬迁，我们要知道是否由政府资助，还是要跟华社掏腰包。所以在这方面，我希望这个徐小木令、黄家定跟徐子根不要闪，记者问到他们闪来闪去，哇，说太极一流，啊，不要证明你比这个谁呀、比这个太极
张三丰
啊，不要证明你比张三丰更厉害，啊，不要证明你比张三丰更厉害，啊，证明说交代给一个明确交代。这些资助是由谁资助的？应该是由政府全权负责。第三，王家定跟这个马华全部讲说，哦，这个是我们是从2005年到现在已经讨论了，不是因为要应付大选我们才来公布，这个是骗小孩子啊。2005年到现在讨论了。如果是2005年现在讨论，在古拉是几时？2007年吧，2006年，在古拉2006年6月是吧？9月啊，20多号。在2006年9月，当古拉在国会问副教育部长的时候，副教育部长讲什么？政府没有任何计划新建新华小，那个是2006年9月，现在又在讲在报章上声称说，这个是自从2005年开始大家就讨论了。我看不要再欺骗人民了，这样讲话是自欺欺人。我们知道根本只是为了应付大选才来做出这样的公布。如果是自从2005年，我看早他们就讲有计划中，或者是你看 S2 不用 S2 华小，去年陆少福在州议会问的时候。周大成讲说没有任何计划要新建新华小，就是去年12月罢了，上个月罢了，又说没有计划，现在呢突然间就已经批准了，为什么？只是为了应付大选。总而言之，我们的结论就是说，第一，不要把我们当作是政治气概，我们所获得是要公平对待；第二，不要骗我们说这个不是为了应付大选，这个明明是为了应付大选。可是如果你要应付大选，我们希望你要抓得住，不要只是公布6间华小，我们要的是132间华小，而且同样重要的是，要所有的开销、所有的建筑费由政府资助，要政府全权负责，这个才是真正才是算作是照顾人民。好，谢谢。Prominent NGO activists into the DAP to work together to join us in our effort to change and transform Malaysia so that we can establish and institutionalize democracy in Malaysia. We are here to reduce BN's dominance, not for the benefit of any particular group, but I think the time has come for democracy in Malaysia to be part of our culture. There must be respect for rule of law. There must be transparency. There must be political freedoms. There must be social economic justice. There must be equal opportunity for everyone, as well as respect for human dignity and human rights. So I think I'm very pleased to announce today the entry of, I can call him now Saudara Charles Santiago. I think his resume and his record is evident to everyone, and also Saudara Edward Lee, a very active local grassroots residents association, local government activist from Petaling Jaya. Saudara Charles Santiago is from Selangor. Their entry into the DAP. Welcome.
They say ordinary people can do extraordinary things. Ordinary people like you and I can do extraordinary things. And the challenge for the next weeks and months is to ensure that ordinary people like you and me reclaim Parliament for the people. The challenge in front of us for the next 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, is to ensure that ordinary people like you and me establish something very extraordinary, that is to reclaim Parliament for people. Reclaim Parliament for people. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? I come from an NGO background, and especially the Chinese press have been asking me the last few days when I'm going to join the DAP. So I told them that I've asked for $1 million to join the DAP, and the DAP hasn't come up with the money though. So till that happens, I have to wait and see how things are developing. But the reason why I joined the DAP today, but just as you know that I've worked with the DAP for quite some time now, worked in providing support, help, and raising issues, especially through Lim Kitsiang in Parliament, and now it's a formal entry. Is to ensure, I'm an NGO activist. I work largely on economic issues, on trade issues, and the last 2-3 years I've worked on opposing water privatization in Malaysia. And Edward also has worked. We work together in opposing water privatization in Malaysia. Now, when I said we have to reclaim Parliament for the people, my argument is that today's Parliament represents the interest of political elite and the economic elite of this country, and it does not represent the interest of people. Now, in the last 3-4 years, we fought very hard to ask the government not to privatize water, for example, not to privatize water, and the government said, no, it is part of state policy, so therefore we privatize water. But today, there are many communities in Selangor, Putrajaya and Kuala Lumpur that does not have water to drink. They have no water to drink. So therefore, we have to reclaim Parliament for the people. Number two, healthcare cost is going to go up very, very high in this year, 2008. Already 30% of healthcare services provided by the country have already been privatized. And therefore, again, this is going to be a burden for Malaysian citizens and consumers in this country. My friend, most importantly, in 2008, we will see high levels of family insecurity, very high levels of family insecurity. As it is today, majority, a good number of Malaysians are borrowing in order to reproduce their families, to support their families. Studies are showing that Malaysians cannot support their families anymore. In this year, you will see an increase in petrol prices, you will see an increase in gas prices, electricity prices, and end of this year, you will see a 37% increase in water prices. A 37% increase in water prices. And as you know, if petrol goes up, electricity goes up, and water goes up, the cost of living shoots up very, very high. So therefore, that, and also with a downturn that is already, Malaysia is already facing right now, you will have job losses. You have job losses, and with the very high crime rates in the country right now, the family has become very insecure. So therefore, we are fighting for the family security at this point in time. And I think Barisan Nasional cannot protect the family because Barisan Nasional is causing the problem. It's causing the problem. So therefore, we need new ideas, we need new visions, and we need a new generation of people with a new voice to represent the interests of people in Parliament. I think this is very, very important though. So my entry into DAP is to join forces with the DAP and with the opposition in supporting this movement for change, a movement for reform of Parliament, and for new people to join Parliament and fight for people's rights. So therefore, my moving away from NGO to political life is about doing national service for the country.